Hey y'all, Flipper Fred here. Thanks so much for joining me today. Obviously, we're going to do something a little bit different. You know, this channel was never intended to only be about knives, but about all kinds of affordable EDC gear. And so a flashlight is something I never leave the house without. Other than, you know, your wallet and your keys, the only other two things I take for 100% certain is always going to be some kind of pocket knife that I'll have with me, and a flashlight. So I want to share some of my findings and some of what I think are the best of the best in, you know, having had all of these now for at least a minimum of 4, 5, 6 months. But many of these I've carried every day. Some of these I've had for years now. So I'm going to start left to right. We'll go through them pretty quick. I won't make this too terribly long. This is just a cheap old Husky flashlight that I think I got from Home Depot a few years ago. It's, I think, 15 bucks. It does have different brightnesses, a little flash, but then it also has this. I can just keep this in my car. This is a great car light. Got a rubber head on it there. Works great. Store it in the car, and you always have something handy. This is one I really wanted to share a little bit more about. So this is the Fenix. If y'all ever never checked out Fenix lights and you're into flashlights, man, you guys are missing out. In my opinion, Fenix makes some of the best quality and yet affordable flashlights for every imaginable scenario. They have big lights all the way down to little lights. We're going to look at a couple of the little ones here in a minute. This is what the, you know, one of their tactical series. It's got the rear tail switch that turns it on and off. Then it has this switch up here, which moves it through all the different modes. This sucker is bright as can be. It is a 1700 max lumens, and I know there are flashlights out there that'll do more, but this thing will hold that super bright for quite a while without getting too hot. So this is what I carry if you're going outdoors. If you need a spotlight, like to search out in the woods all around your car and light things up, man, this is your ticket. Tactical all the way. Not much of an EDC. It does have the two-way clip on it. This runs on one of those huge 21700, but it's that's the battery size, but it's 5,000 milliamps. USB-C rechargeable. This thing lasts, I don't know, like a week on low mode, on its eco mode. So it'll last you forever. You can always have confidence this thing will get you out of any kind of jam. You could use this for car headlights, for goodness sakes. Fantastic light, but too big for EDC. Quantum, I think I got this at Harbor Freight for like 10 bucks or probably 8 bucks. This is just a one on and off. That's all you get. Keep this in the car as well. It's always good to have, you know, extra flashlights. So nothing particularly fancy there. Here's a lot I got from Temu. You probably have seen these on Temu before. A Lone Fire. So this one does have a few different half clicks. It's got, I think, just low, medium, or low, high, and then that strobe, obviously. Sorry about that. But it does have the zoom on it. So that's one of the things I love about it. You probably all have gotten several of these. This thing costs $6 on Temu. So for $6, buy a bunch of these things, put them around everywhere. It does have the backwards facing clip, so it goes nicely on the bill of your ball cap. Pretty small overall size. You know, you're looking at 4 inches by about 3/4 of an inch. You could certainly use this as an EDC. I keep this more just laying around in my junk drawers and on my tables for quick pickup. You'll actually see me use this quite a bit in my videos. I keep this one here by the video table. All right, this one you may have been eyeballing. This is obviously made of copper. It is starting now to develop a nice patina after about, I think, 4 to 6 months I've had this thing now. This is a fantastic light. You know, some of the flashlights like these go for hundreds of dollars. And this is a Raylight, R-E-Y-L-I-G-H-T. It's the Raylight Pineapple Mini. It's just a hair under 50 bucks, 49 and some change. This has the 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you'll get the sense, 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃 519A, which is a very warm light. It has the, you know, the clicky switch, half presses on the back, cycles through 4 different modes. You can program it, though. It's fully programmable. So this is one of those lights. But that's plenty bright. But the difference is it's the light itself it generates is very warm. So you can see hopefully the difference in color from the left. This is a 4,000 Kelvin LED. It's a high CRI is what they call it. What all that simply means is at nighttime when you need to see stuff, this keeps the colors of what you're seeing true. If you ever, you know, walked around with a super bright flashlight, one of those white blue colored lights, it really washes out the colors of things. And sometimes you need to be able to read or see or identify the difference in colors, wires maybe in your car, etc. So this is one of your classy EDC. I want to carry it because it looks cool kind of lights. And for under $50 with that fantastic LED bulb in it, this is a no miss winner. You can also put a little tritium vial in there. You see that slot right there? That's made for tritium. They make these in all different colors and even sizes and designs. They make these in full titanium frag solid pattern. They got the 𝗙𝗃𝗄𝗏 pattern. I'm sure I'm not saying that right either. They have them twice as long. They make these things out of Damascus. They make them out of solid zirconium. I think it's like $300 or $400, but you can get this exact thing, solid zirconium, and they have several different versions to choose from. Anyhow, if you never checked out Raylight, go there, REYLIGHT. Just Google it. You'll find them online. I'll put links for everything down below. Some are going to be affiliate links, but like I don't have affiliate links to these guys. I just love their lights, and these are just super cool and very nice. So that's definitely one of my absolute favorites, and I'll carry that almost all the time. This Thrunite Ti Pro, got it on Amazon. I think it's all of $15. It does have a rechargeable 920 milliamp hour battery, so that's nice. You can see it's USB-C rechargeable. Unfortunately, you have to take it out of the light in order to charge it. Ti does not stand for titanium. That's a little deceptive. This is an aluminum flashlight, and this is one of those twist on and off. So it's got low, medium, and high. That's it. Low, medium, and high. I think I went out of order there. There's the high. Anyhow, you get the story. It's a rather whitish kind of light, but super tiny. This is actually the one I keep in my EDC pouch. So I haven't even done a review on this. I probably should share this with you guys one time. But I always keep this light in there. It runs on that rechargeable. I know I can charge it up. Lasts a good long time. Great light. Let's talk about these two Fenix. So I originally started with this. These are both E18Rs. One is the bigger one, is the newer one, and it's the V2. But Fenix E18R. These are fantastic lights. I literally can just drop that whole thing right down into my pocket. It's less than 2.5 inches long. The new version is still just a hair under 2.5 inches long. That was me pushing the button. So you activate it by clicking that button. The new one goes incredibly bright. I think this is, let me look here. I had to write it down. So this one goes up to 1,200 lumens. The original one is basically the same thing. Hold it down to light it up. It only has 4 modes instead of 5, and it maxes out at 750 lumens. But my God, y'all, 750 lumens, how much more do you need for an EDC light that is so small like that? You can literally drop that in your pocket and it disappears. This one has the two-way clip, which I guess makes it a little more versatile, although I don't clip these on my pocket. I only clip them on the bill of my hat when I'm using them as a searchlight. And as bright as they are, even 750 lumens, or heck, the new one, which would I say, 1,200 lumens out of a package that small, and the batteries last on these things. They're good little 700 milliamp battery. 16340 is the size, in case you're wondering. They are a little whitish on the white scale, but man, in terms of an EDC light, you can drop that thing in your pocket. It just disappears. You're going to love it. I'm going to now skip over the RovyVon because I'm going to come back to that one. That one's really my favorite. So this I have on a magnet. I have the other end of that magnet goes on a keychain, so I usually keep this clipped to my car keys, and then you can obviously pull it off whenever you want it. You probably have seen these Olights before. This is the i3 EOS. i3 EOS. It's a AAA. It is one of those screw-ons, and it's one brightness, you know. That's it. You get on and off, period. However, it does take the rechargeable 1440 batteries, which, here's a little interesting side note. For some reason, you can't buy 14400, I think I said 1440, 14400s, the AAA rechargeable lithium batteries on Amazon. You can get the 14500s, which are the AA's. For some reason, you can't get the 14400s, AA's. Y'all may know why that is. However, there's all kinds of online vendors and stores you can buy the 14400s, and the Olight is one of the lights that will accept that and make it brighter. So it's normally like 90 lumens, which is more than plenty for a nighttime keychain light, just to help you see around the house or in the door, or finding your keys in the car, whatever the case may be. I think that goes up to like 200 lumens when you put one of those high-powered rechargeable lithium batteries in there. Anyhow, fantastic little keychain light. It's so small you could certainly drop that into your pocket and feel very comfortable carrying that all day long, but I love it as a keychain. So let me talk to you about my favorite one. I'm trying to get through this quickly. This is the RovyVon E8 Angel Eyes is what they call this one, okay? It only has like a one-way clip. You could, I guess, turn it around the other way if you wanted to. But again, I use this to clip onto a ball cap if I need to. This light has so many features. This makes it the absolute winner for the EDC. So first, let's talk about the brightness. So we have two bulbs, obviously. These are bright white, you know, the bluish white. And these things get pretty darn bright. I think it's 700 lumens, which is, again, all you're going to need for a light like this. Trust me, you get 700 lumens, and it'll hold that too. But it's got, obviously, all the way down to the low lumens on that feature as well. The second button, however, now has a yellow light, which is, I guess, a warm light down to like 4,000 Kelvin. And it also goes in low and bright mode. So I can set that down and use that as a nighttime reading lamp in any particular direction. It just sits there for me. Pretty happy about that. So that's good. But then if you press it twice, you now switch to a red light. So I've got red flashing straight. I've got a red light, which is pretty darn bright for nighttime reading or navigating. It's not going to ruin your eyesight. Press it again, you get the fast strobe. So you could use this as some kind of warning light. Your car breaks down on the side of the road. You're riding home on your bike at night and you just want people to see you. That's a bright strobing light, and you can have it going fast or slow. However, it's got one more trick up its sleeve. If you go 3 times, now what we're talking about is an ultraviolet light. So you could see like dollar bill testers. You could find, you know, where your dog peed on your carpet. You could check out your hotel bed sheets, although I don't recommend probably doing that. So there's a variety of different uses. So it's got the red light, it's got the infrared light, it's got the regular yellow light, the warm light, which is really nice. I use that quite a bit. And then it's got these great front lights. However, one last trick up its sleeve is this little gizmo here. You open up that clip and spin the head. This thing has an internal battery on this half, a lithium ion battery, and it lasts an incredibly long time. I mean, like, I charge this thing less than once a month, and I use it almost daily, pretty much. It just lasts and lasts and lasts. However, it obviously will also accept a AAA. You cannot use the lithiums. You have to use regular AAA. But what that means is that the internal battery is just going to run and run and run. So right now, that green light told me it switched it over to the internal battery. When I press, I see that green light. Now I know. So what I'm going to do is turn that on and hit 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it flashes blue. Now I'm on the I'm on the internal battery. The green meant I was on the AA. What I'm talking about is peace of mind. Okay, I know that if I drop this in my pocket today, it hasn't even started using the regular AAA battery yet. It's still running on that internal battery. So I know no matter what happens during my day, I'm not going to run out of batteries on this light. You know, you use a light for weeks on end without charging it, as I do, and then you go drop this in your pocket, because this is just, you know, drop it in your pocket kind of light, and it disappears. It's so incredibly light, y'all. It's small. It's like 2 inches, less than 2.5 inches long, give or take. It's nice and flat. Disappears in the pocket, and I know because it hasn't even started. It'll tell me when I push that button. If it shines blue there, that means it's on internal batteries. So I know I'm good to go. Plus, you can lock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there you go. That flashing blue light. Now it's locked out. Now if I press any button, nothing happens, even if you hold it down. So fantastic light. Works on the ball cap. Dual fuel. Runs on internal before switching over to external AAA. Just the level of confidence you can have and how easy that sucker is to just drop in your pocket and walk out the door. That's such a great light. It's hard. They make all kinds of these, you know, if you don't want all the fancy bells and whistles with the red light and the warm light and the ultraviolet light, then you can get these things down like $25-$30 with just a couple of those front light and side light, warm light features without all the red lights and the ultraviolet and all that. So they do make a lot that are much cheaper than this. The other thing that's impossible to see on here, but the internals of this glow. So if I'm walking around and I've got this thing on bright. All right, let's do that. Oh, plus, if you hold it, it does have this turbo mode. Now I've locked it back up again. All right, let's try this again. There we go. I'm trying to get on bright mode. It has a strobe, obviously, but if it's off and you just hold that button down, it will go into highest turbo mode for just quick draw. Pull it out, hold the button down. You can look for whatever you want. So many great features on this thing. It's hard not to recommend this as a number one. It's tough. This is a tough call. If I want to be cool and have like the coolest looking and nice warm light kind of flashlight, I'll put that in my pocket. But if I just want to drop something in my pocket and go and know that any scenario is covered and I know I'll have enough battery, this is the way to go. Hopefully that's helpful for y'all. Any of these lights really are all good lights. They all serve a different purpose, but that's why I thought I'd share with you, kind of what I've found in my experience. These are the two that I reach for on a daily basis. Hopefully that's helpful. I appreciate y'all as always. Again, if you would, go down, hit that subscribe button, the whole notification bell thing. That really helps little guys like me out on the YouTubes. I really appreciate all y'all for sticking with me all this time. And give me a thumbs up if I did okay. Throw me the thumbs down. Tell me why I didn't. Otherwise, I appreciate y'all, and we will see you soon on the next video. Take care.